block 2 and block 3. I'm going to move on to block 4. This is Jackie Loos Junk Gal 63, her Stars and Stripes Quilt Challenge. Hi there, I'm April Sawtell and welcome to my channel. Today's going to be a super easy, fun little quilt block. I'm doing Jackie Loos Quilt Challenge. I have other videos out for all of the blocks. You can watch Jackie Loos channel, Junk Gal 63, follow along with her. She gives step-by-step instructions, and I'm just going to be following along on my channel. I'm a very improv quilter. I've never followed a quilt pattern before, so I'm learning that sometimes I'm just still veering off a little bit. Jackie gives really great tips and tricks on her channel, so jump on over there and follow along as well. Tell her that April sent you. And if you're here from Jackie's channel, thanks for being here. Thank you to all of you who watch these videos. You can go right on Jackie's channel and you can print this off. This is the 2026 Stars and Stripes Quilt Challenge. All you're going to do is click on her links on her channel, print this. It will ask for an amount. Put a 0 because this is the free quilt challenge, and then you'll be able to print this. All you'll be needing for all of these blocks are going to be red, white, and blue. You'll be making 20 blocks, and by the end of June, we'll be able to put this together. This is the first quilt challenge I've ever joined, so I'm just having a fun time following Jackie's instructions. I'm just following Jackie's instructions and I'm just showing you my process and how I'm doing it and what my struggles are. And just real quick, I don't have a colored printer, so I just color my blocks in. And one more thing that Jackie says, when you go to print this off, just make sure you print it in actual size. She'll tell you that on her site. Okay, let's get started. For this quilt block, you're going to need 2 whites, 2 reds, and 1 blue. These are cut at 2 7/8 inch by 12.5 inches. She said, though, that if we want, we can cut them to 3 if we're having a hard time with our ruler. 2 7/8 is a little bit too precise for me, so I'm going right to 3 inches. I'm just taking the easy way. I'm a real easy improv sort of a quilter, and with her giving that permission just to go at what works well for you, 3 inches works better than 2 7/8 for me. So that's what I'm going to do. But if you want to go to 2 7/8 and you don't know how to get there, watch her channel and she's going to show you how to read that ruler to get to the 2 7/8. So I've got 5 strips at 3 inches by 12.5 inches. And I even went a little bit bigger than the 12.5 inches because I keep struggling to get my blocks to equal 12 inches square when I'm done. One of her great tips was to make our fabric a little bit bigger and then trim down. So when she said that and gave that permission to say, oh, that made way more sense to me, then it will be less pressure for me to try to stay within my marks. That's where I have a problem. I'm always outside the lines. I'm not a real stay in the lines kind of a girl here. So that just changed everything when she said, it doesn't matter. Go bigger and you can trim down. That took like all the pressure off. That was like the best tip ever. So that's what I'm going to start doing for now. Okay, so on her instructions, just real quick, she just tells you how to cut these, and she doesn't give full-blown instructions here. This is just like a cutting guide. She'll give you the full-blown, step-by-step instructions on her channel. I'm going to give you a lot of the instructions, but you're going to watch her channel for full-blown step-by-step. I'm just going to take you through what process I'm going through. Okay, all you're going to need, you'll need your 5 strips of fabric, your 2 reds, your 2 whites, and your 1 blue. You're going to need a 12.5 by 12.5 inch square of batting, and I've just pieced mine together because I had extra batting laying around and I don't like to waste anything. So I've sewed those together. I just put a quick zigzag stitch in to connect them, and I'll just reuse my batting. You're also going to need a 12.5 inch by 12.5 inch piece of backing. So we've got our strips, got our batting, and we've got our backing. Let's go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to follow along with Jackie, so I'm going to stop and keep listening to her videos. So all she's saying to do here is to fold your batting in half to get your center. It's a little mark where your center is. Take your blue fabric. I'm using a piece of recycled jean here, and just finger press it just to make a crease for the halfway mark. We're going to take at the crease and we're going to lay that crease right over the center of our line here. Okay? We're right in the center. Now you can see I made mine bigger because I'm going to be able to trim this up. So this one should come together easily. If you watch my other videos, you're going to see I struggle a lot to come up with a 12-inch square block when I'm done. So her tip on keeping everything a little bit bigger just changed everything for me. Like took all the pressure off. Everything really feels easy now. Okay, let me watch her video to get to what her next step is.
We're going to take our red pieces, lay it right side down.
Right side down.
Just like that. Pin on this side.
Pin. So lift this back.
And put that on the other side.
Put this over it. And then pin. Okay, we're going to sew this side. So we're just going to start here. We're going to sew it 1/4 inch. I'll put my 1/4 inch presser foot on. I did that on the last video with her advice and it worked great. So let's do that again. You'll see right where it is. That guide will hold us right in place. And I'm going to take the pins out as I sew. Just sew down. Turn this around and we're going to just come back on the other side. Fold that back over. Okay, that is done. Push that open. Push with your fingers. Give that a good finger press right there. Same to the other side. All right, now we're just going to do the same here. Lay down your white piece. Pop a couple pins in. And sew down at 1/4 inch. Press that really good and push that upward. Do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a press and pushing all the seams out. I'm just going to quilt. I'm just going to do some squiggles. And I think I'm going to put this one in almost diamond shapes. A piece and foot back on. That foot is good when I need to make my 1/4 inch lines. But other than that, I don't like to use it because it kind of gives me a drag on my fabric. I don't really like that. Okay, here's so far so good. The front. Here's the back. Let's trim this up. I'm going to just try to get a nice straight edge. While my seams look really good, I'm very happy with them. Now I just need to stay at a 12 inch. Okay, I think I can do it. I'm going to just follow this. I'm going to put my 6 inch right here in the center, and I'm just going to start trimming. Oh, look at that. That worked perfectly. Now we'll line these sides up, and the top, and the sides, and I'm going to be in there. Oh, I did it. I'm so happy about that. Okay, and I'm just going to trim this off here. We've got one side left. Mark 1/2 inch over, 1/2 inch over. Trim this down. Look at this. Oh, isn't that pretty? There's the front. And there's the back. And she said now, sew 1/8 inch all the way around. I've already finished my block now, but I think I want to shrink these down and make little points. I kind of like this look that I've got going here. So I'm going to add one more quick row of a straight line, straightish, I should say. I'm going to show you why. Because I kind of like that. I saw on one of the edges I had made, let's see. It kind of looked very starish to me. See how these are just diamonds, which great. And then by accident, I had this straight line and I saw these little points and I thought, those look kind of like star points. So then I decided I'm coming back, I'm all done this block, but I want to put one straight line and it's going to look like little star points. And I just like the look of it. There's block 4, all finished. I love how it came out, and I love that I did that little extra design. Go follow along with Jackie Loos, Junk Gal 63 Studio, and tell her that April sent you. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a great day. Bye. Say bye, little Miss Ready Thready.